Check it out. If you've got kids and you're thinking about going on a cruise, stop scrolling, okay? This is the video for you. I've tested the top cruise lines with my wife and my 2-year-old daughter at the time of making this video, and what I'm about to share, it will save you time, it'll save you money, and at least 3 meltdowns, so you're going to want to tune in. So to set some expectations in this video, I just want to break down the best family cruises that I've came across, what makes them special, who they're really for, a couple of things we loved, a bonus tip in each one, and the one cruise that even my picky toddler, she literally cannot stop talking about. You're going to want to stay on for that. So just to give you some confirmation, you're about to get real scoop, personal stories, pros and cons, not one of those generic lists that just kind of say they have this, they have that. And you're going to get tips for each age group. Real quick, before we get started, no one's paying for this video. No one paid for an ad spot, but I am the one. At 2 a.m., the wake-up call comes to me when the kids get seasick. So I'm just going to make sure you choose wisely, if that makes sense. So grab your rum and let's set sail like Jack Sparrow. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My name is Griff, founder of Ahoy365.com. If you're new here, what's good? But if you've been here, welcome back, Paradise Crew. Let's jump into today's video. Number 1 is the Disney Wish. Let's talk about Disney and what it offers. Disney Wish is what happens when Imagineers let their imaginations just go wild. Think Cinderella statues in the atrium, Star Wars hyperspace lounge, Marvel-themed dining. The Aquamouse was pretty cool. It's a coaster that wraps around the top deck. Listen, the kids go nuts for it. I know Noah's not old enough to do it, but she couldn't wait to do it. She's more of a splash pad girl. So Finding Nemo's Reef Splash Zone is golden. Rotational dining has you singing with Elsa one night, dining inside a Marvel movie the next. Meanwhile, adults, they escape to Quiet Cove's Infinity Pool Enchante restaurant, which is chef kiss. Also, there's like the Rose Lounge. I can't remember the name of it, but it's for drinks. It's really, really cool. Teens have edge and vibe decked out with gaming pods. I mean, tons of spots for selfies, but there's tons of things. So let's dive into what my daughter loved. So Noah, she felt like she was in a Disney paradise. If you love Disney, this is the ship for you, I promise. From the splash pad to tons of character meet and greets, that was her jam. Alyssa, we love the Aquamouse. Being able to just be a kid at heart, always a win, especially if you're adults. She didn't want to leave that splash pad though. She loved that place, but the entire Disney cruise itself, it just caters. It just does a good job catering to kids. Her absolute favorite was the Disney style shows and the character meals. So when the characters come around while you're eating dinner, this ship was basically her dream. Now here's what my wife loved. I wouldn't consider her a Disney adult per se, so she doesn't dress up as characters or anything like that, but she loved Enchante, the Rose, and every bit of the theming. She kind of teared up during the fireworks, which I just, as a dad and a husband, you enjoy watching your family enjoy things. I believe as a father, that's what we enjoy the most. Let me know in the comment section, are you one of those people? What I loved, besides that sentimental moment there, is just, again, everything was just really well designed, clean, fun, but let's face it, the Star Wars bar, it's pretty cool. It's a nerdy escape for me for sure. Here's my quick take if you're still with me. If your family speaks fluent Disney, this is probably the best ship for you. Just be ready for some premium pricing and some nonstop magic. It's there. But here's a bonus tip. Disney Treasure, it's nearly identical to the Wish. Now, right now, the Disney Wish, it could ring you up for a premium price tag, anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000, depending on how many people's going. And the Disney Treasure was touching 5 figures, about 10 grand for a sailing. It was wild. But listen, if you find a better sailing date or the price, go for it. So let's jump into number 2, if that sounds good. Icon of the Seas. Let's talk about what it offers. So Royal Caribbean didn't just build another mega ship. Now, on paper, that's what it looks like. In the commercials, that's what it looks like. But they built a floating theme park / resort / it moonlights as the world's largest cruise vessel. It's a little bit of jaw-dropping in the way I'm going to describe this. I think it's like 250,000 gross tonnage or something crazy. They've got about 8 themed, what they call neighborhoods on Icon of the Seas. So it's basically a city at sea, is how I would describe it. They've got Thrill Island. It's home to Category 6. That's the biggest water park at sea. It's got 6 record-breaking slides, like the, I want to say 46-foot Frightening Bolt, and then the first ever freefall pressure drop. It's fun. And they also have a family raft slide. So if you're into that, you got teens, preteens, solid, but more on that later. So there's also the Crown's Edge. It's like a ropes course meets skywalk that hangs you over the ocean, which is, Kind of scary. It is not including your cruise fare. I think it's about 50 to 80 bucks depending on the sailing. Families will spend their whole day in Surfside. It's a neighborhood built for kids under 6. You're going to want to think about splash pad, carousel, family buffet, and then there's a pool where parents can chill with a latte while watching their kids do cannonballs, which is kind of cool. Older kids and teens also have their own turf too. I believe it's social H2O. It comes with like VR games and their own hangouts. And there are like several pools. I can't remember in total, but I'm saying there's a lot. There's the Aqua Theater 2.0. And then after dark, the Aqua Dome. It turns into like a full-on high diving light show extravaganza. It's crazy. So here are the things what my daughter loved. She couldn't get enough of Surfside, y'all. The splash pad was incredible. It's got Sugar Beach. There's a slide. Super fun. Then there's the carousel that she loved enjoying on. It was just her dream zone. She even loved the Wizard of Oz show. It's one of their Broadway shows out on Icon of the Seas. And it caught me off guard because I'm not a fan of like witches and monkeys and stuff. It creeps me out. But my point is, it's good. What my wife loved, she loved Hideaway Beach. I mean, that was Alyssa's happy place. Now, dads, here is a hack that I like to do is I like to spend time with Noah at the splash pad, and then I'll send Alyssa off to the spa or enjoy Hideaway Beach Club, adults only, get her a glass of champagne, and, just take away that mental load that she has so she can really submit herself into vacation. Listen, it's a goated move. You heard it here first. Moms, if you're watching this, share this with your husband. Dads, if you're watching this, keep that little ace in your pocket. Trust me, you'll thank your boy later. Come back to this video. Let me know how it went. But other things Alyssa raved about was the Aqua Show. She just absolutely loved it. It's a cool experience. You got to try it. Here's some things that I love. So as a 6 foot, 219 pound guy, that's right, I'm down about 16 pounds since, starting my weight loss journey. And I just loved how open and spacious everything felt for me. I didn't feel crammed at all. And if you've ever been on a cruise ship, sometimes that's what you feel like, crammed. So I loved catching the game at Playmakers in their owner's box. It's like a little private suite. You get 2 pitchers of beer, appetizers, personal service, and these massive screens, your own lounger. It's pretty sick. Basically, it's my dream setup. If I could ever have a man cave at the house, right now I've got this little office. Also, just talking about the food in general, there's nothing really too memorable for me. The included dining is what we did mainly, and I did a couple specialty dining, but a little cruise hack here. I honestly like just ordering a steak from Chops Grill. That way I can kind of skip the upcharge on the cruise ship and still get a quality steak because the minute steaks that they serve in the main dining room just aren't for me. But if they're for you, go for them. So here's my quick take. I think this is one of the most family-focused cruise ships that I've sailed. Toddlers, tweens, teens, adults, every age in between. They have something legit to enjoy, to be honest with you. But it does come at a premium price tag. I have seen cabins going for $6,000, $8,000, $10,000. If you need something a little bit less expensive, you can always check out their Oasis class ships. I stand by Wonder of the Seas being a fantastic ship. If you need to go a little bit lower and you still want a fun family vacation, you can always check out Utopia of the Seas. Just be warned, it's like a bachelorette cruise because it's 3-4 day cruises only. It's a weekend ship. So you get typically a little bit more of your, I'm going to call it rowdy, ready to party crowd, which is not a bad thing. I'm just kind of giving you and your family a heads up. But they still do have a lot of the activities that you could do on the cruise ship. Aqua Theater, Playmakers, Splash Pad, an ice rink, and much, much more. Let's jump into something a little bit slower is what I would describe it. This one snuck in here, but I'm going to say Discovery Princess. So here's what Discovery Princess offers. It doesn't scream family cruise per se, especially if you have young ones under, I'm going to say 5. Again, I have a 2-year-old. It whispers boutique elegance. Think medallion class technology, hydrotherapy pools, and destination lectures. But don't sleep on it entirely. There's Camp Discovery, has fun science experiments, and Stanley the Bear is a hit with many of the littles. It's a dream for Alaska cruise routes with glacier views, movies under the stars, and enrichment programs like Real Huskies on board. So my daughter loved that. And speaking of my daughter, let's talk about more things that she enjoyed. So Noah just surprises how much she was loving the ship. She adored Stanley the Bear, and she ate her weight in Alfredo's pizza. She absolutely loved that place. No wild slides or splash zones, but exploring Alaska made it feel like a big outdoor adventure for her. So she just kind of loved walking around the port, seeing different things she's never seen before. Alyssa appreciated the chill pace, great coffee, peaceful views, while Noah was hanging out with my mom, aka Gigi. But the medallion tech made everything so easy, so it's cool to just kind of hang out on a ship like that. What I loved, pretty much the same. I leaned into the vibes, quiet mornings with espresso, scenic evenings, wrapped in a blanket watching movies on deck. So here's my quick take. This is your slow it down cruise. No chaos, no overstimulation. Ideal for introverted kids or thoughtful travelers just kind of trying to take things in one at a time. Here's a bonus tip. Best for scenic itineraries like Alaska Mediterranean, not so much the Caribbean party scene, so just kind of keep that in mind. But let's hop into another one of my favorites, Norwegian Encore Getaway / Norwegian Aqua. So here's what it offers. Norwegian ships are bold. They're colorful. They're packed with action. Encore features a 2-story go-kart track, which is just insane. It's on the top deck. You got wild water slides, VR zones, and the Galaxy Pavilion. I mean, the food game is super strong with teppanyaki, tapas. If you're on Aqua, you can always do the indulged food hall, which is just incredible. You got 24/7 diners. And so for the kids, the Splash Academy breaks ages into like smart groups. Teens chill at Entourage or tackle the ropes course that hangs over the sea. I mean, they've got a lot. And then when you add in free at seat perks like free Wi-Fi, free drinks, I mean, for families, that's pretty clutch. So here's some things that my daughter loved, if you want to know. She would hit the splash pad and arcade hard. So she's younger, she's 2. She likes the stimulating lights and the colors, and she loves the water. If you got teens, rope course, go-karts, arcade, that is great for them. They love stuff like that. Things that my wife loved, it's the variety. It's the options. Tapas one night, sushi the next night. I mean, she just vibed with the Sky Vodka Lounge. You get the parkas and all. It's pretty cool. Some things that I love, the shows were a standout. Choir of Man, it's a must. I love that show. I also like the pace of how everything's going on the cruise ship, if that makes sense. There's always something happening, but it never felt overwhelming, if that makes sense. But here's a quick take before I move on to the next one. Think of this as the choose your own adventure cruise. Great for tweens and teens and enough nightlight for parents to sneak in a date night, what I thought was pretty cool. Oh, bonus tip. Don't skip the Galaxy Pavilion if you've got gamers in your family. It's a hidden gem. They're going to love it, all right? Let's move on to a new kid on the block, MSC World America. What it offers is it's flashy, it's fresh, it's designed to really wow the passenger, and they do a good job at it. The indoor promenade pulses with lights and music and LED screens on the ceiling. Harbor is the go-to for water park for like ropes courses, dry slides, and this epic Lego parade, which I thought was really cool and unique. Teens dig into the bumper cars. There's an F1 racing simulator there, and F1 is just booming right now. Younger kids head to the Lego Center, while grown-ups just relax in the yacht club with private pools and butler service. They've got a lot going on. The food's stepped up too, if you ask me. There's Paxos for people that enjoy Greek food. There's a world market buffet. The basics are done right. There's a standout Italian coffee shop at the Coffee Emporium. It is great. Now, here's some things that my daughter loved. Noah was in sugar heaven. Too much sugar. There's like candy, milkshakes, french fries, gelato, ice cream. Plus there's the Lego stuff that I mentioned earlier, the meet and greets, and just a full Lego lab for her to have fun in. Now, what my wife loved, she enjoyed the vibe, especially the yacht club. It's like this luxury without the Disney pricing. She really enjoyed the spa, the views, and I think her favorite experience of all was just the coffee. So if you're a person who really enjoys the coffee, even though they got my order wrong 2 or 3 times, it still was pretty delicious. Now, if you're asking me, Griff, what did you like about MSC World America? To be brief, it just felt premium without the premium price. Plus, watching Noah lose her mind over Legos, worth every penny. So here's my quick take. They got more activities for kids, teens, and tweens than Princess, and it's more budget friendly than Disney, and it's less, big than Royal Caribbean. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. I'll pin a good MSC comment so you can help a cruiser out. Sound good? But my bonus tip is that this ship is still new, okay? Crews are still kind of dialing in the service, so you're going to have to be patient. I mean, you'll love the energy and the layout. Like I mentioned earlier, they messed up my coffee order a couple times, which at the end of the day is not a big deal. But I've heard about the inconsistencies with MSC. I'm just saying, know that going in. Whatever matters to you, and whatever doesn't, it doesn't. Now, I wanted to sneak this one in here because people think it's overlooked, but not me, not on this channel. Carnival Mardi Gras, Jubilee, Celebration. So what this Excel class ship offers is like a 6-zone floating playground that mixes in thrills with like flavor. So there's Grand Central. It's like part atrium, part LED theater. It's pretty cool. There's the French Quarter, which brings Mardi Gras flair with like live jazz music. And then there's the New Orleans Eats at Emerald's Bistro, which I enjoyed. The top deck features the ultimate playground with mini golf ropes course. And in bold, let's keep it real. It's the first and only roller coaster at sea, topping out, I think, was it 40 miles per hour? Don't quote me on that. Guy's Burger Joint and Shaq's Big Chicken, they serve up crowd favorites. There's a reason why people keep booking with Carnival Cruises. Movies keep the pool deck buzzing at night. Adults gravitate towards the Alchemy Bar or the Red Frog Tiki Bar. while kids are just having fun at Camp Ocean, waterworks, and spiraling slides, they've got a lot to offer. So let's jump into a couple things my daughter loved. She was all about that splash pad, and then more splash pad, and then more splash pad. If you know, you know. She dipped into a few shows, but mostly she just wanted fries from Shaq's Chicken. And then she did try to do the Cat in the Hat experience, but she kind of pieced out pretty quick. She just wasn't really feeling that. Now, what my wife loved the most is probably like the quick service bites and food and stuff like that. She enjoyed chill time, cocktails at Alchemy Bar. And a couple of low-key shows weren't really her favorite, but diving in, she loved Emerald's, she loved Shaq's Chicken, she loves Guy's Burger. So if you're looking for good food, it's there. What I loved, same, Shaq's Chicken. I also crushed a burger from Guy's and the smoked sea salt margarita. I don't know where it's from. It's like this little voodoo bar. It's not the Alchemy Bar, but it was really good. Also, I enjoyed the ice sculpting competition on deck. That was pretty neat to watch. And then the deck parties were fun. Here's my quick take. Mardi Gras is great if you've got teens or you just want to chill and vibe. It's a bit lower on the kid action meter if you ask me. And if I'm being transparent, it's definitely more of a party boat with maybe family side quests. So the deck is pretty much bumping. There's a lot of people dancing and stuff. Just kind of keep that in mind. But before you jet, I've got one more tip for you. If you're looking for like the best ships ranked in 2025 right now, I do have a list that's from worst to first. In this video right here, people seem to be enjoying it. So go check it out over there if you want to know which one's my favorite. Or if it's your very first cruise, here are 20 cruise mistakes you definitely want to avoid, especially in your cabin. All right. And if you dig the vibes, please subscribe. And if you care, please share. And we'll see you in paradise. Peace.